Hello my gorgeous makeup loving friends, how's it going? Welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, hi, my name is Teresa and disgrace on you for not coming earlier. Anyways, I have some of the new-ish £6 palettes from Raine, and today I'm looking at the Wealthy Chic. In case you can't tell from the eye look, it is all green, and if you don't know me, I fucking love green. So this video is some swatches, a tutorial and an overall review of what I think of this palette, a general rate it or slate it. So if that sounds like something you are interested in, then do please keep on watching. So when I sat down, I actually wanted to use the Wealthy Chic and the Neutral Chic, but oh my lord, they were not playing together. The browns were just not like blending with greens at all. So I ended up just kind of going, okay, can I just make this one little palette work for me? And that's what we've landed on. So yeah. This is it. It's very simple. Couldn't be fucking arsed. Yeah. Anyways, let's just get straight into it. I'm using this Blend Bunny B1 and I'm going into the shade Cash Me Outside. And I assume that that's in reference to that meme, you know, the girl, like the Cash Me Outside girl. Was she on like Dr. Phil or something? It was all very strange. Not very good at keeping up with like pop culture and stuff. Most of the time, I do not know what is happening. But yeah, okay, so let's just talk about this shadow. It's that sort of a yellowy green that I have a tendency to like lose my mind over. I love a yellowy green. Will say, however, the pigmentation on this, not what I'm used to in terms of colour drain. And I found that with the other two palettes, there were definitely kind of like some hits and some misses. So it'll be interesting as well once I actually play with the neutral palette by itself to see exactly what's going on here. Because it does seem maybe it's not as, I don't know if they've like changed factories or what the story is, but it's not up to like the previous kind of quality I would have assumed with them or associated with them. Because you can see I'm kind of having to build quite a bit, like I'm having to go back in and out. Now granted, like I'm not like packing it on, I'm being like quite demure, gentle about it, some might say. But yeah, I would kind of expect, because my skin is so pale, that I should get a decent amount of colour payoff from that, but it kind of wasn't really the case. And I'm just simply just kind of using that, kind of sketching the general outline with just along there, because you know, fuck it, why not? I'm now taking this Inglot 208 and I'm going into the same shade, the Cash Me Outside. And all I'm doing is just bringing it down under there, because this is a really nice teeny tiny blender. I highly recommend this. I need to get more. Well, don't need, but want. That is the correct verb there, Teresa, you big idiot. I'm taking this blank canvas E10 and I'm going into stock paper scissors. Do I appreciate the punny names? Absolutely I do. I also think they were smart, particularly with this palette, in the way that they organize the colors. Like you can literally do one look with this palette without having to like dig into another. So I think they did this really, really well in terms of like the gradient from like dark to light. I think it was smart. So this is quite a different kind of a shade of green. It's almost like an apple-y green, like a radioactive apple, if you will. Who knows? I'm sorry if I'm not 100% with it. No, I'm not going to apologise. These are my feelings. I've had a really crappy week. Our landlord was kind of like basically saying she wanted us to get out, and I don't know how familiar you are with the housing situation in Ireland, but there's like nothing to rent, and eventually she was like, you can stay but only if you get rid of the cat. So Cece is not with us. Cece has gone to live with my parents. So it's all very upsetting and I don't really feel like I'm myself at the moment. So yeah, great fun, highly recommend. Just what it is. But anyways, you're not getting the best out of me, but when do you ever really get the best out of me? But you can see it does blend okay. It's a little bit harsh. Is it the absolute best? No. But am I the absolute best at blending? Also no. But I do think it's quite interesting that they kind of juxtapose that yellowy green against this kind of more bright appley green. It's not necessarily the colour story I would have gone for, but I do like an all green palette, so I'm not getting angry with them over that. I'm now taking this Blend Bunny B4 and I'm going into the shade Currency. And as you can see, just mapping it around there. I think personally that this shade Currency is a little bit too close to the previous shade, the stock something stock paper scissors, because you can see there isn't that much of a difference in tone. And once it's blended, you just can't tell the difference unless you're, I don't know, a green aficionado. And as much as I love green, I'm not a green aficionado. I'm now taking a Morphe M562 and I'm just going to try and kind of blend that. Although, as you can see, it really isn't that different to the previous colour. I think they could have changed things around a little bit. Not that they could have, I mean, they could have done a £5, would have been weird when everything else was £6. But I think, hopefully, you can see that maybe the two of them were a little bit too close. And it wasn't entirely necessary. It's just a bit odd. But you can see they do blend pretty well. Not having a massive issue on that. My God, when I was trying to work with the browns. Oh, that was a muddy nightmare. Just was not working. Now I'm using a blank canvas E10 and I'm going into BanQ next. And this is quite a nice deep pine colour. I'm actually going fairly light in with this because, like, it does pack quite a bit of a punch on me. And as you can see, I couldn't think of anything to do other than sort of a halo eye or spotlight eye. Or what are these called? I don't know, technical terms, please help me. Yeah, you can see nice amount of pigmentation on this. Blends pretty well. Like, I am just sweeping that brush across. I am not doing much with it. But I'm still getting a nice amount of pigment. Like, this is a really nice, easy eye look. This is my I can't be bothered, I'm very, very tired eye look. So, look, we all need them. And you know that my default is green, so there you go. So I am hoping that you can see that it has blended pretty well. Like, it's not been a massive chore for me. I am now taking this little Zoeva Petite Fan brush and I'm going into Expensive. And you know what? I think the palette is worth it just for this. Look at this. Oh, sorry, I can't help. No, I'm not sorry, actually. That is gorgeous. Like, you try and tell me that is not gorgeous. I'm going to use that as a highlight. Nobody can stop me. This is my channel. And then I'm just taking a Zoeva 238 and I'm going into the exact same shade. And I'm just popping it in there because, you know, why not? I mean, look at that. Isn't that so pretty? I'm putting, and I mean the tiniest amount in. But I was like, screw it. Let's do it. That sounds dirty, but you know what I mean. I can't even be bothered to do like a proper like halo eye. So I'm just taking my glitter glue as it is right now on this blank canvas EO3. EO. I don't know what I'm doing. Anyways, I'm having some sort of a nervous breakdown. You decide. Please don't decide. Please say no. Anyways, I'm just popping that there. I find this is best obviously for shimmers because I just do, lads. I just do. Is there precision here? No, there is not. And then I'm taking this NYX brush, you know, the silicone one, and I'm going into Tales from the Crypto, which was a show I didn't see that much of, but an ex of mine was like really into it and he made me watch a few episodes. Not a big horror person though, they're not really my jam. They just kind of annoy me because they're usually like so formulaic and I'm like, I know exactly what's going to happen here. And this is dull for me. And then I'm just taking a Morphe M562 and going in and out with reckless abandon or precision, whichever one you feel is most appropriate. But like, that is just a beautiful shimmer. It's like really like wet looking. Love that. I think they could just give me a palette of shimmers. I'm just going to go into that really dark shade, the last one. I'm just going to go like that because I think I need a little bit more of that on there because I think I went a bit mad on the old shimmer. This is what happens when you like don't do things to precision. Oh well, that's it lads. Super simple. I'm obviously going to put the liner on. It's the Artitude Splitted liner in case you're wondering. But yeah, that's it. We're going to come back and I'll show you what it's like when it's all done. I can't be fucking bothered to do anything else with it. And I'll tell you what I think of it. As an FYI, when I made like my big coloured Raine order, I also got some of their really cool coloured lips and I'm wearing two of them right now in an attempt to sort of do an ombre lip. So the dark colour is called Ivy and the slightly lighter colour is Lucky Charmin. Oh, I love these. Very, very happy with that. But this is the overall look. I don't want to do anything too difficult today. I'm tired. It's been a whole thing. I drove for 5 hours yesterday. But I'm going to zoom you in now so you can see the eye look. Was a bright orange necessarily the best thing to put with this? Probably not. But my eyelids are getting so creasy and hooded, it's very upsetting. Aging, it doesn't agree with me. But I'll take the glasses off now. I mean, they blended pretty well. The shimmers are really, really nice. That lighter shimmer. I used it as a highlight, like I said, and I just think that is just gorgeous. So let's get into what I thought of this palette. It's a very, very nice colour story. I think, however, these two, when they get on the eye, they're a little bit too similar. So I would have preferred to have seen kind of some additional variety in there. I think because the shimmers are so gorgeous, I'd have loved to have seen maybe a really dark shimmer as well, so that I could like kind of do like, I don't know, a smoky eye and have the like dark shimmer going out. So I think this is a slight missed opportunity. I'd have maybe gotten rid of this shade, maybe. I don't know. This is beautiful. This is absolutely stunning, and this is a gorgeous shade as well. So I'm just gonna show you. Yeah, it's like, it looks like it's white, but it's actually green. It's a whole thing. It's amazing. It's like a duochrome type thing. I think, yeah, it's not bad. I think there were a couple of shades like that. This didn't have as much pigment in it as I would have actually liked to have seen in it. And I think that these two shades were a little bit too close. So for that reason, I'm giving this a 7.5 out of 10. I think it's actually pretty good. It worked really, really well. And I do like that I could come up with one cohesive look with this palette by itself without having to like jump in and use anything else. So I do think it's worth it. Do I think that you should run out and get it? No, unless this colour story really, really like speaks to your little heart. You don't need it. You probably already have some green palettes in your collection. If, however, you do really, really like this colour story, why not? I think you'll enjoy it. But that is it. That's the whole kit and caboodle. Do please like, comment and subscribe. Turn on that notification bell, because it's just rude if you don't, frankly. And it's nice to not be rude. Yeah. And do please share, because sharing is caring. Unless, of course, it's an STD, in which case, you know, wrap it up. Don't be gross. But that's it. That's the end of the video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.